And here I am, I'm back for another rant video, and y'all ain't been in my living room slash, dining area, kitchen in a long time. I haven't filmed in here in so long. It's probably been about a good 3 years since the last time I filmed in here. I've only been confined to the bathroom, but it feels kind of good doing this late at night. But, let's just cut to the chase. I came in here to do a video about Nicki and Cardi. And I've been very drained with this topic. I don't like to really talk about it because it's always, it's like people can't take a difference of opinion. It's one thing that you have a different opinion than me, which is fine, but people get to attacking people and then, they just can't handle it. Like, we can have a decent and adult conversation, an intelligent conversation. You know what I'm saying? So let's just do that. So let's talk. Now, let's just make something perfectly clear. I've made it pretty clear about my disdain for Nicki Minaj. I don't like Nicki Minaj. I haven't liked her in a couple of years now. I have not liked her. As far as Cardi B is concerned, I liked her on Love and Hip Hop. I like her music, but I'm not necessarily a quote-unquote stan of hers. You know what I'm saying? Only people I stand for is the likes of K. Michelle, the likes of Mary J. Blige, the likes of Monica, and the likes of LL Cool J. I stand for them type of people. I don't stand for Nicki nor Cardi. So let's just make that clear. So Nicki and Cardi has been the topic of discussion for the last day or two. They got into it on social media. Nicki went on Queen Radio yet again talking about Cardi after Hennessy, Carolina, and Shushita Ali got into their public spat on Instagram. Okay, that's number one. And now it's being said that supposedly Scammer Ali was the one who put the knot on Cardi B's head. And Nicki Minaj said that her cameraman filmed all the footage, but then she turns around and says that she's going to give someone some money if they can find the footage. So which one is it? Do you have the footage or do you not have the footage? And that's what I mean by this damn bipolar disorder. And this is no disrespect to anybody with mental health problems. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So please don't come for me. But that's what I mean with this whole DID thing, dissociative identity disorder. That's what I think that she got, because she doesn't think about the things that she says at all. And it's funny how she inadvertently called Rashida Ali a broke bitch in so many words, because she basically said that I told Rod to not speak on that because they're gonna come for the bitch with who got money. Are you saying that Rod don't have no money? Isn't she your paid help? Why she ain't got no money then? You know what I'm saying? That's how I come off, like you trying to say that the bitch broke. That is how it came across. Like you were basically saying that the bitch broke. She ain't got no money. And that's just what it is. So, you wasn't saying it verbatim, but that's how it come across. They gonna sue the bitch with money if you speak on it. Basically, they gonna sue you because you got the money and Ryan got no motherfucking money. So they ain't gonna sue her because she ain't got shit. That's the basis of the conversation. But I'm just gonna say this. For a long time now, Nicki Minaj has been the only female rapper out there making some motherfucking noise. The only one. We've seen a couple of female rappers try to come in. They come and go. But Nicki is now the standard of female R&B. Female rap. Before she came out, Kim was the standard of female rap. Let's just be real. Nicki Minaj came into the game and Kim was her inspiration. You could tell by the way she rapped. You could tell by her persona. You could tell by the way she moved. She was a straight up Kim stan. And see, that's the thing that people don't understand. Nothing is always original. Anytime you come up, you're going to take from something that you love. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take from something. There's nothing wrong with taking from somebody. You know what I mean? Long as you pay homage. Now, I won't necessarily say that I've necessarily said that I'm going to get in front of the camera and because I look up to Kevin, I'm going to take something from him. What I did do was I aspired to be as huge as he is as a YouTuber. That's something I aspire to do. Now, I never wanted to come on here and steal his whole persona and then take shots at him after I steal his whole persona. Because me and Kevin are two different people. He's a Scorpio anyway, and I'm an Aquarius. So we're not even compatible as people as far as astrology goes. We're not compatible. But at the same point in time, he's a big inspiration to me. Like, I started watching him when I was like 19 years old. I want to say 19 years old. I started watching him from the very motherfucking beginning. I was watching Kevin and Mikhail from the jump. They were the standard for me starting off. I wanted to be like them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm open to that. I wanted to be like Kevin and Mikhail. Well, mainly Kevin. I wanted to be like the Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody loved him, and you know, I love this work. So coming into the game of YouTube, you're gonna have somebody that you watch. You're gonna have an OG, you know what I'm saying, that you looked up to. Like when Justin J came into the game, he looked up to Funky Dineva, just like I looked up to Kevin. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. So Funky Dineva was the standard for him, just like Kevin was the standard for me. You know what I'm saying? Like when we come into this shit, when you come into something and you're inspired by somebody and you love somebody, you're going to take from them. Point blank, period. And Nicki took a lot from Kim. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Crush on You video with the different color wigs on. Nicki came into the game wearing different color wigs, just like Kim. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kim. There's nothing wrong with that. Trina came into the game. She was nasty. You know what I'm saying? She was raunchy, just like Foxy and Kim. Because to be quite honest, because I know my hip-hop history. When you look at female hip-hop, you can see the way that it changed as years went by. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about the beginning of female rap, you think about Salt and Pepper. You think about Queen La. You think about motherfucking Roxanne Shante. I think I said MC Lyte already. If I didn't, MC Lyte. You think about Moni Love. You think about Yo-Yo. You know what I'm saying? You think about them type of broads. You know what I'm saying? Even Angie Stone when she was rapping. You think about them people. JJ Fad. You know, you see the way female rap started. And then you bring in Kim. You know what I'm saying? She made it okay for female rap to be sexy. You know what I'm saying? Although Salt and Pepper was sexy, but when Kim and Foxy came into the game, they took sexy to a completely different level. Like Salt and Pepper was sexual, but Kim and Foxy took it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like Salt and Pepper wasn't rapping about, I used to be scared of the dick. Now I throw lips to the shit. Handle it like a real bitch. Heather Hunter, Janet Jack me, taking in the butt. Yes, would. They weren't saying shit like that. Kim and Foxy was saying shit like that. And they made it okay, you know, to be sexy, to be feminine, to be over the top. They made that shit okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with that. Coming into the female game, when you think about female rap, you're going to think about Foxy and Kim. It's just, they are the standard. It's just the truth. They're the standard of female rap. They're the standard. You just got to admit that they're the standard. Bottom line. And when Nicki came into the game, Kim was her idol. When she got huge and started getting all these features and shit, you know what I'm saying? My opinion of Nicki changed the more she got bigger and the more her attitude was noticeable. She was very obnoxious, and sometimes she comes across as insecure. She comes across as like very insecure. Like she doesn't, it's like she's so busy trying to prove herself. And a lot of the times in this female rap game, you do have to prove yourself. You got to, you know, a lot of female rappers are accused of not writing their own shit. You know what I'm saying? For years, Kim was accused for not writing her own shit. For years, Foxy was accused of having Jay write her shit. You know what I'm saying? It's very critical for a female rapper. A female rapper has to work twice as hard as a male does. You know what I'm saying? Twice as hard when you really think about it. Okay, bam. So you get in the game and you come in and you start, yeah, that's where I go back to. My opinion changed when I watched that Playtime Is Over video. I watched all several parts of that. And I listened to those rap lyrics that they posted. And it's like, she really was biting off Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense, she kind of was biting off Kim. But at the same time, you're biting her, but you dissing her at the same time. Point blank. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You dissing, but you biting. You know what I mean? That's just like me trying to be like Kevin, but yeah, I'm up here dissing him at the same time. You know what I mean? You know, whatever. So, you know, when she came in, there were literally no females out there. None. Probably Trina. But Trina was the only one putting out music, but she wasn't a threat. So, Missy was gone. Eve was gone. Foxy been gone. You know what I'm saying? Kim, she had just came off the success of Let It Go, but still in all, she was gone. So that made Nicki have that leeway to come in, you know what I'm saying, and take the shit over. Because when nobody making no noise. Trina tried, but she wasn't making no noise. She came in and fucked this shit up. Not in a bad way. She fucked it up in a good way. She came in and tore it up. For the whole 2010, that's all you heard on the radio was Nicki. Before you heard her own damn music on the radio, she was on the radio. She had Up Out My Face. She had the 5-Star Chick remix. She was on the Bedrock song. She was on Lil Freak. She was on Bottoms Up. She was on the Hello Good Morning remix. She was on All I Do Is Win. She was on Monster. I think I said Monster already. Like, she had all these different features and they were all doing so well. So you couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't listen to the radio without hearing a Nicki Minaj verse. Point blank in the fuck period. I ain't got to like her to give her props now. You know what I'm saying? She was all over the motherfucking place. And on most of those verses, she was coming at Kim. And when Kim decided that she was tired of the shit, we all looked at Kim as the OG that was bitter because the new girl has come in and just made that seat filled in her shoes. And I was one of the ones that was saying, Kim, sit your motherfucking ass down, bro. Like, you know, you had your time and now it's Nicki time. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the ones that was saying it. You can go look at one of my very first videos that I did. I came at Kim because I didn't like the Black Friday record. Mainly because I know what Kim is capable of. Like, I've heard her come for females before on the record. Like, the Quiet Storm remix, when she came for Charlie Baltimore, that was hot. I've heard her come for bitches. On the Came Back For You record on the La Bella Mafia album, when she basically domesticated Eve, you know what I'm saying, annihilated her on the record. Come on, bruh. Come on now. So when I heard Black Friday, I'm like, bruh, you could do so much better than that. I mean, she came for Sean and Foxy Brown on the title track to Notorious K.I.M. Like, I heard Kim spit out some ill shit when she was coming for somebody. Like, when she was coming and she was defending herself and defending her lane, I knew she could do so much better. And that's why I wasn't here for Black Friday. Point blank. I was disappointed. And she sat there and she let Nicki take her spot. So bam. Nicki is winning all the awards. She's selling records. She's the only female rapper out there. And after a while, you know, Iggy Azalea, she was making noise at the same time Nicki was on the mixtape circuit. Iggy came out with Fancy. It went #1. And Nicki threw shade at her on the BET Awards, saying some shit about her not writing her own shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I don't like about the Barbs. You know, they can come for everybody else's fade, but can't nobody say nothing about theirs. Or Nicki can come for anybody she wants to. But let somebody have an opinion about her that's not necessarily nice. It's a problem. My problem with Nicki is the fact that I do agree with Kim I do agree with Live with Leah. I do agree with Erica De Niro. And I do agree with Malibu Dollface when they all say that Nicki wanted to be the only bitch. She wanted to be the only bitch. And for a while, she was the only bitch. She did not have no motherfucking competition, period. Dej Loaf was out. She was not competing with Nicki. She did not have no competition. Nicki was still running this shit. Remy Ma came out of jail. And a lot of us was happy that she was out. We wanted to see what she could do. You know what I mean? A lot of people was ready to place them, pit them against each other. Because at this point, Nicki is now the standard of female rap. She's the standard now. So any female that comes up, their influence is more than likely going to be Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Because she's the standard now. She's the standard. She's the person that you think of. Like in R&B music, Mary is probably the standard in my eyes. Most of these girls that's coming up that's doing the same type of heartbroken R&B music like her, they were listening to Mary. They were taking from Mary. Keisha Cole. You know the same bitch I say K. Michelle want to be like? They both want to be like Mary. Keisha Cole. Mary is the standard. Just like Nicki is the standard right now. So that's what that was. So she's the standard now. But ain't nobody fucking with her. No matter how many females that tries to come out at this point in time, they not fucking with her. Nicki still got this shit on lock, so she ain't worried about a motherfucking thing, not a bitch ass thing. Now Remy Ma comes out of jail, and she makes a little bit of noise. You know what I'm saying? She do the All the Way Up record. She gets a couple of features on some songs or whatever. Her and Fat Joe do an album together, all of that stuff. So she gets a Grammy nomination for All the Way Up, 2 of them. All the Way Up was a big record. It was top 30 on Hot 100, so it was a big record for Remy when she first, for her just now coming out of jail, you know. She making a little bit of noise, making a little bit of waves. But then now Nicki comes out with the Jason Derulo, however you pronounce his name, Jason Derulo record. She taking shots at Remy. Come out with Make Love. She taking shots at Remy. Now Remy comes out with Sheetha. Put the internet on fire when she come out with Sheetha. Because I did a video about it. The internet is on fire when Remy straight up went in on Nicki. Nicki comes back out with this weak ass No Frauds. With Drake and Lil Wayne accompanying her with this whack ass song. Whack ass response. Point blank. So now, later on in the year, we got a love and hip hop bitch. An ex-stripper. An ex-Instagram person saying that she wants to be a rapper. Nobody believes this bitch. We all feel like she's another stripper turned rapper who want to say she know how to rap. I was one of the ones who believed it. I didn't take Cardi B seriously, period. Come on the mixtape circuit, she got Forever, she got Red Bars. Hot songs. But then she comes out with motherfucking Bodak Yellow. And the rest was motherfucking history. Went number 1. Number 1 on the Hot 100. Something that Nicki don't have. So now, people are now looking at Cardi B as the next bitch to come out. Now, mind you, Invasion of Privacy ain't even out yet. So, Cardi B making noise. She number 1 for a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So it's scuttlebutt now that there's some type of issue with Nicki and Cardi B. You know what I mean? And so we don't really know right now. So Nicki's song with 21 Savage comes out. Then she drops the record Be Careful. And now Invasion of Privacy is out. And it blows up. It blows up. She comes out with Motorsport as well during the time that Bodak Yellow is out and doing well. And there's scuttlebutt that there's a beef. I automatically felt like there was. Although they were both denying that there was any type of situation, I felt like it was a beef. Because Cardi B seemed to be so uncomfortable when she would talk about Nicki. You know what I mean? You could tell when she really didn't want to talk about it. So we really didn't know what was going on with them. You know, it just felt like something was going on, but we really couldn't put our fingers on it. So Nicki comes out with Chun-Li the same week as Cardi's album comes out. She goes on the radio, she cries, talking about how Cardi made her look like the bad guy. And Quavo made her look like the bad guy. How nobody came to her motherfucking defense and all of this stuff. So now, she's trying to sabotage this girl and what she got going on. Typical cunt Sagittarius behavior. And that's what it is. So, they see each other at the Met Gala. And you know, everything was kosher. I don't know if the Met Gala came before Chun-Li or not. I forgot. But I know they saw each other and everything was cool. But then she come out with the album Queen and all of that stuff. So now it's like after she went on the radio and she said all that shit that she said about Cardi, it's now like, okay, whatever. You know, it's crazy. So Nicki is accused of liking tweets, you know what I'm saying, disrespectful tweets about Cardi, liking disrespectful shit about Cardi, and now it's on now. Cardi B versus Nicki, you know what I'm saying? And at that point it was kind of like, now Nicki saying that Cardi didn't show her any type of, you know, she didn't pay homage, basically. The same thing that Kim accused her of not doing. And this is where my point comes to, because I had to say all of that to say this. Cardi B is basically the karma of Nicki Minaj. And what I mean by she is the karma of Nicki Minaj, she is. Basically because of the simple fact that the shit that Cardi B said in her rant this week about how she's tarnishing her legacy by being a hater. You, Nicki, said the same thing about Kim fucking up her legacy because she was being a sore loser. And at this point, that's what the fuck you doing. This is the same position that Kim was in a good 9-10 years ago when you came out on the scene and everybody was looking at you and popping bottles with your ass and ready to throw Kim to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? Now it's the same thing. It's a different day now. You are now the standard, just like Kim was the standard when you came out. So now it's time for somebody new, fresh and young to come through and just take it over. And that's just what's going on right now. Cardi B is hot right now, Nicki. And you just got to deal with that. I'm not saying that you ain't hot, but your steam is not blazing like it used to. You're getting up in age now. You're almost 40. You know what I'm saying? Cardi is now in her 20s, mid-20s. She's younger than me. I'm 29. So she's younger than me. She's here now. The kids are loving her now. You still got your fan base. You can still put out a record and you can sell a record. It may not be what it used to be, but you know you're still doing it. You got a little bit of time left. You know, female rap does not last that long. All female rappers have a good 10 years at the most to reign, and your reign has come to an end. It's time for somebody else to take it over and to be the it girl. And now Cardi is the it girl and Nicki is not. And it's fucked up because the industry do make it out like it only has to be one female rapper at a fucking time, especially now. It has to be one. It can't be more than one. And you know what I'm saying? They do that. And Nicki plays into that, but so does the fans. The fans play into that. They all come up with these stan wars, and that's another thing. I don't get this stan war mentality. I'm not with this stan shit. I'm just not. Because if a bitch got a good record, I'ma support the record. If a bitch ain't got no good record, I ain't supporting it. Point blank period. I don't give a fuck if I don't like you. Y'all know I don't like Miss Potato Head. And I'm talking about fucking Tamar. You know I don't like that bitch. But I've bought several of her songs off iTunes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to like you to buy your shit. You get what I'm saying to you? So at the end of the day, we have to realize what it really is. And this ain't even me talking to Nicki Minaj in emotion. This is just me being all the way 100. At the end of the day, Nicki just got to accept that she cannot be at the top all the time. No one stays at the top forever. Nobody does. The music industry is in cycles. And if that's the case, if everybody can stay on top forever, Aretha Franklin would have still been putting out music, Patti LaBelle would have still, everybody still would have been putting out music to this day that was hot. Music goes through transitions, it goes through cycles. Right now, R&B is not the main focus. Right now, hip-hop is pop music now. That's what sells. That's what's more urgent. R&B is not. So, at this point, whatever Cardi B touches at this point is more urgent than anything that Nicki does. Because, at this point, Nicki's being phased out. She is. Point blank. Because Cardi B is the new girl. And it just goes back to that stupid ass logic that it can only be one female. Now that Cardi B is out here making noise, okay, now we got to forget about what Nicki has done as an artist or what she has done as an entrepreneur or whatever. Is now, fuck Nicki, we got a new bitch on the block and it's Cardi B. That's what it is now. Unfortunately, that's what it is. I don't I'm not co-signing it at all. I feel like everybody should have a turn. You know, it's even in YouTube, it's a lane for everybody. So I don't understand why sometimes people have to look at it in a competitive sense. It doesn't have to be that way. You do your thing, I do mine. She do her thing, he does his. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be that. We don't have to pit people against each other to make a point. We don't have to pit Nicki and Cardi B against each other. We ain't gotta pit Kevin and Funky Dineva against each other. We ain't gotta pit Mr. Still Standing and Justin J against each other. We don't have to do any of that. Let everybody do them. And bottom line, we ain't gotta pit Bianca Brooks and Lively against each other. We ain't gotta pit James Caldwell and Sean Bradley against each other. We ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do none of that. We can all let everybody do them. And that should apply to music and as well as everything else. Everything doesn't have to be a competition. Everybody just need to stay in their own motherfucking lane. And it just goes back to Cardi. It just goes back to Nicki. You are only getting back what you put out. Now, I'm not here saying that Cardi B is some motherfucking angel, because we all know that she ain't. Cardi B has also been out here making herself look like a damn fool, throwing shoes at motherfuckers at a high end event. You know what I'm saying? She's been doing a lot of dumb shit, responding to everything on social media. Like, when you get into this shit, you gotta have thick skin. You do. Shit, I got to learn that my damn self. Like, I've been doing YouTube for 8 motherfucking years now. And sometimes the shit's still hard to deal with. You know, nobody wants to see anything negative written about them, but you're gonna see it. Everybody's not gonna like you. You're not for everybody, and everybody ain't for you. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. That's just what it is. So, I think that we all need to take a breather and just let these two bitches do what they do. Let Cardi be the top, because she is at the top. Let Cardi do her. Let Nicki do her. If you like Nicki, like Nicki. If you like Cardi, like Cardi. If you like both of them, like both of them. We ain't got to pit them against each other. But the truth is the truth, and that's just what it is. And I agree with everything that Leah said in her video. At this point, Nicki just needs to bow out. I ain't saying stop doing music, but you know what I'm saying? Like, let old girl come in, do her thing the same way Kim let you come in and do yours. Because it's all the same shit. Like, you was sitting up, you thought that shit was cool when everybody was fanning Kim off and burying her ass in the nearest cemetery. You thought that shit was cool. But it ain't cool when it's being done to you. It ain't cool when the rabbit got the gun. It ain't cool, is it? Come on, Nicki, now. You got to know how the game works. Nobody is number one forever. It don't matter what industry you in. Ain't nobody number one forever. That's the basis of the argument. Nobody's number one forever. So you got to get that through your skull and move the hell on. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about accountability here. I haven't even bashed Nicki Minaj in my eyes in this whole video. I ain't even cussed her out. I ain't said nothing negative, really. I just said all that shit just to make one point. No one stays number one forever. And the energy that you put out, you get it right back. Because I'm sure that probably 10 years from now, it's going to be a new bitch that come in the game and take Cardi off her throne, and she will have to bow the fuck out. Bottom line. And my thing about it is, I really hate that in a male, it doesn't matter if it's hip-hop or is it R&B. Males can come together, whether they fuck with each other or not, and do a record together, and it be hot as fuck. But bitches can't do that. What? Who did? Back to Sleep. Chris Brown brought all these different R&B singers together, and they all collaborate on a remix to Back to Sleep. It was several different remixes of that shit. Female R&B bitches would never do that. You will never see K Michelle and probably Tamar, Elvon, or Ella May. None of them bitches. They'll never do a record together. Too catty. Bitches are catty in general. It ain't gonna never happen. Just like with these women out here now. Like, back in the Gap, you got Ladies Night. You had Kim. You had Missy. You had Left Eye. You had Angie Martinez. You know what I'm saying? You had the Brat. All them on one record. You would never get to see that again. You're never going to get Nicki Minaj, Remy, Cardi, and Cash Doll on the same record. With somebody singing. Who could sing the hook? Maybe K. Michelle sing the hook. Or Ella May sing the hook. Whoever. Whoever's current in the music, in the R&B music scene to sing the hook. You will never get that again. Never get it again. They're too catty. Bitches are catty in general. That's why bitches never collaborate. Just like gays are catty. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of us don't collaborate. I'm always I'm always open to collaborating with any motherfucking body. And y'all know that for a fact. I just did a collabo with Queen Bianca Brooks and motherfucking Live with Leah. And they're smaller YouTubers than I am. But I work with them. I can give a fuck what number of subscribers you got. It's an up and coming YouTuber right now named The Official Q. Quelly Quell. He's from around my way. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to support him regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just because he is a YouTuber that's trying to make it. So all in all, we all should support each other. But if we don't want to support each other, we should all let everybody do them and everybody stay in their own motherfucking lane. And that's just the basis of the argument. With that being said, that's my rant, and I'll talk to y'all later. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and share the video, and do what it do. All my social medias at the bottom. Good night, y'all. Well, good morning, because it's going to be out in the morning, but I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.